Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatin IRSALINA binti AZHAR and I would start my explanation by acknowledgement. First and foremost, me and my groupmate has learned a lot of things by doing this group segment. However, we do not make it without the generous help of our lecturer for this semester, Dr. Kong Lai Kwan. We are highly indebted to our lecturer for her help and giving us tips on how to make better work since this is our first group project. Lastly, we wish to express our gratitude to the group members for their contribution to developing this project, which leads to our advancement in becoming more efficient.
Land of Mystery Theme Park is an enterprise in Malaysia that creates a family-friendly environment, exciting rides offers at a very reasonable price per ride, and at the same time makes special offer for family every weekend. It operates in the amusement and theme park industry and located in Pekan Rao, Pahang. The company was established on 10 September of 2022. This theme park has an outdoor and indoor theme park that has a various type of fun rides, such as 3 of the biggest roller coasters in town, 2 haunted houses, video game spa with 50 hectares of land, restaurants, gift shops, and water theme park. We also offer free entrance for co-citizens and kids under 3 years old. Photographers are also provided to capture your moments with your beloved ones while enjoying the rides. Other than that, membership will also get special deal to the park such as 5% offer discount for every ticket. In Land of Mysteries near Berhad, we decided to do 3 line of management such as first line manager, middle line manager, and top manager. For the first line manager, they are responsible to produce the organization's high quality product. For example, park supervisor and marketing coordinator. If they manage to increase their earning ability, they will get rewarded by being promoted to an upper rank. They are also required to have technical skill. They are tasked to improve the staff performance by training, motivating, and empowering all the employees. Secondly, middle line manager have to supervise the first line managers such as fund manager and customer service manager. They have the biggest responsibility to the organization because they have human skill, which means they need to understand the strategies of the organization and take responsibility if they fail the plan. For example, they need planning to spend the resources with efficient, make discussion with first line manager and top manager if they have any serious issue about the company. And finally, top manager, which is the CEO. They need to make sure all the operation in the organization are doing well because they have vision for the organization to guide the teams. Conceptual skills are required for the CEO because they need to maintain a relationship with other company. They are also the spokesperson for our company. Is planning. Our vision is to be the world's well-known theme park for adventures and discovery. And our missions are providing our customers with memorable experience with our innovative features and attractive design, and also to create an enjoyable and friendly environment. In terms of plan, we are going to proceed with post-planning plan and single-use plan. Our first planning plan is health and safety policy. It is an important policy because it establishes how employees and customers are protected. For example, we provide our own ambulance if any emergency incidents happen. Our policy may cover risk assessment and safe handling of materials and substances. Secondly, training and regular referral. The policy may explain to staff through information or training sessions and also teach and give simulation to all employees the ways of safety and correct process before riding the ride. And lastly is rule. The customers should not step on grass. If any workers got caught slacking out during their work time, they will get punishment such as they will not get their bonus for the month. And finally, the customers cannot enter the operation room. If they do, they will kindly be asked to leave the room. Now I am going to talk about single-use plan. The first one is against the pandemic project. Disease or virus outbreak rarely happens, but that does not mean that it is not possible to occur. When this happens, every business needs to take precautions with following the norms given by the government. For example, every customer is required to always keep social distance among other customers if there is any prevalence of virus that will affect their health. And secondly, collaboration program. We can make a collaboration with a popular video games developer and publisher and have a program where we will create an event and attract more customers to come to our fair. For example, we can create esports event, mobile games expo, or any other competition related to video games. Lastly is budget. Performing this project and program need a lot of budgets, but in order to prevent bankruptcy from happening, the business can raise the budgets by increasing the prices to the food available at the fair, reduce discounts of the ticket to the fair, and use automated payment collections to make a payment transfer.
Organization structure. According to James A. F. Turner and Charles Walker says organization structure can be defined as arrangement and interrelationship of a component parts and position of a company. Organization structure are the most important in Land of Mystery, Sdn Bhd, because easier to decide decide which job and what activities they do, and show the level specialization of work activities such as organization, hierarchy, reporting, relationship, authority structure can be also deducted. At the same time, that each group needs to brainstorm and must know teamwork, or we know as organizing. Second, the of mystery decided to use function structure as known as departmentalization by function because easy to understand and effective in practice. For example, manager can guide the employer who work under him how to improve the work skills. Manager do not need to supervise another employees who do not work under him. Finally, supervising is easy since each manager is aspect is in only its narrow range of skill. With that, will guide them their team to reach mission and vision because they already has their own skill and able to focus for each departmentalization. Okay, departmentalization by function. There are two options: advantage and disadvantage. At first, I will tell you about advantage of departmentalization by function. Okay, advantage is firstly override. Override is simpler since if every shift mastered in just a tight space, the tight scope of expertise. Second, it is consistent, straightforward, and easier to understand. Third, and finally, to fit to a stable climate. Okay, so for disadvantages, does it encourage advancement of head supervisor on account of the thin scope of extension? It is delayed according in particularly in his association. Third, finally, restrict perspective the on authoritative objective by worker as every representative contribution to the objective their own area of expertise.
Motivation. In order to make employees' performance getting better and smooth, the manager of Land of Mystery will apply one of motivation theory. The motivation theory that will be used is reinforcement. Reinforcement can be explained as behavior modification. There are 4 types of reinforcement, which are positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, extinction, and punishment. The reinforcement theory that will be used is positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is the process of encouraging or establishing a pattern of behavior by giving a reward when the behavior is exhibited. Firstly, the manager needs to be open-minded and consider new ideas from the employees without looking at their background. For example, there's a brilliant idea from the lower level employees, so the leader needs to consider the ideas without looking at their level and need to be fairly and unbiased. Secondly, the manager needs to make an event every end of the month, such as a healthy competition between the employees, and provide them a present. This thing can also strengthen up their bond between higher level employees with lower level employees. This thing also can prevent any discrimination between them and make the environment more harmony. Last but not least, the manager needs to make an award day every year and give words of encouragement for the employees, such as a nice compliment. Those things can make them more confident and boost up their energy. This thing also can make them change for the better performance for the upcoming months. The manager also need to increase their salaries by looking at their performance so they can feel appreciated and can make them loyal to the company and stay more longer. To conclude, positive reinforcement is the best choice for the Land of Mystery because everyone deserves to get a reward after all the hard work and the effort.
Move on to the next one, which is leading. Leadership in leading is very crucial because it indicates as the ability to persuade and direct others to achieve common goals. It is also described as a social interaction between 2 or more persons who rely on each other to accomplish specific goals. Our business has been implementing a power-based leadership style inside the company. We utilize power to make employees work harder so they don't disregard their responsibilities. There are 6 types of power in leading, which is reward power, coercive power, legitimate power, expert power, referral power, and lastly is information power. Our company has been utilizing 3 types of power, including reward power, coercive power, and legitimate power. Next, I'm going to explain about reward power. It is the ability of a leader to deliver anything of value, whether monetary or non-monetary. A person with reward power is one who commands respect in their workplace. For example, our sales manager may be able to offer raises, promotion, bonus, or even simple prizes to our employees who achieve the sales target in this company. Next is coercive power is the ability to discipline, punish, and withhold rewards by limiting experience that customers find unpleasant. For instance, employees who don't comply with their orders, such as not finish the project on time, will occur a pay cut and demotion from the boss. Lastly, I'm going to explain about the third power that we use in our company, which is legitimate power. Legitimate power comes from a person's performance. You only have authority because of your position. Once you leave your position, your authority dissipates since your subordinates will only impact by your position and not you personally. For example, manager has a legitimate leadership role that guides team members in their approach to projects and workflows.
Hi, my name is IZWANI and I'll be presenting about locus of decision making. For locus of decision making, we have two types, which is program decision and non-program decision. So, for program decision, hire part-time workers. In our company, lower level and middle level managers is in charge to hire part-time workers based on formulation of rules, procedures, and policies. Various benefits for working with our company are stated in order to attract part-time workers to remain employed, such as get paid on time and receive bonus if the company runs smoothly or reach the sales target. New employees will be classified into appropriate jobs according to their skills. Manager will also provide training and guide inexperienced workers. Part-time workers with outstanding potential will be promoted and increased in salary as per stated in company guidelines. Next is non-program decision, temporary closed theme park operations. In December 2022, Malaysia was hit by a major flood and has bring a negative impact to our company, causes the theme park equipment to damage. Higher level managers that are responsible to solve the problem decided to temporarily close theme park operations to prioritize visitor safety because some of the theme park equipment are mossy and slippery to ride. To replace the damage, manager order new theme park equipment and supplies that are more sophisticated for preparation to prevent it by happening again in the future. Decisions are made based on the logical creativity and common sense. For the next part is controlling. Controlling is the last step of management. Our business control plays a positive and necessary role in the management process. To have things under control is good, but to be out of control is generally bad. Controlling can be defined as the regulation of organizational activities in such a way to facilitate goal attained by Griffin. There are 4 fundamental steps in control process. Step 1. Establishing standards. Standard for equipment, controlling to maintain the quality that our organizational has established. First, processing before opening standard. It's necessary to our organizational to check all the equipment in the theme park. For example, ensure all the equipment can be used and not having any damage, especially electrical equipment. Second, processing after closing standard. Ensure that all the equipment in the theme park can be used for the next day of operating. Our organizational must have to change the damaged equipment or close it for maintenance. Step 2. Measure actual performance. To make quality performance, Lands of Mystery has given a shift to the workers to avoid overtime due to work. First, preparing timetable for employees. Using this method, it will make sure that all employees have enough rest and their own duties to do. This also can mean every employee's satisfaction. Second, provide training for employees. This can increase the workforce of each employee and improve their skills to avoid small mistakes.
Hi, my name is SYAZZANA. I'm going to continue the presentations about controlling. For the step 3, we have compare performance against standard. When our theme park does not achieve the standard, we are going to improve our performance and service, such as we are going to do a customer feedback. When visitors already had their fun time at our theme park, they can leave their experience and feedback, so we can take it to improve our performance. For the step 4, we have determine need for corrective action. It is about if the performance standard is too high or too low, the manager has right to change the standard. If they want to play any game in our theme park, they need to meet the requirement. But if they did not meet the requirement, they can accompany by their parents. It is because we want to satisfy our customer, but at the same time, we want their safety also be guaranteed. types of control also has been applied. For the first one is pre-action control. For example, the first one is financial. Our sales must increase to ensure that our business can keep running. And the second one is material. Our equipment must be long-lasting to make sure that safety of our visitor. And the third one is human. Our employees are assigned with their level of experience and skills. The second one is steering control. The goal is to spot the problems and take corrective action. For example, if our employees found the bad quality of equipment during the check-in procedure, they can reject the equipment. And the third one is screening control. It is about before proceeding to the next activities, our equipment or service must be approved to enter the procedure. Lastly is post-action control or feedback control. It is because if we had any problems, corrective action will be taken and applied to future performance. For example, the visitors can give their preference or their opinions about our theme park.